Old churches sometimes collapse into ruins. Sometimes they are burned down, as in the spate of arsons in Norway in the 1990s, or bombed in wars. Other times they decay almost to the point of destruction before somebody buys them and restores them as a home or commercial property. For example, this is the Carclew Chapel at Angle Vale in South Australia, as it looked in 1996. Approaching it at midday, the hum of what could have been a ghostly choir was heard. Mysterious and enigmatic at first, it was quickly resolved. The sound was the cooing of doves roosting in the ceiling space and the echoes of the bird noises in the empty room. The primitive Methodist chapel was built on land donated for the purpose in 1850. In 1900, the Carclew Church merged with Ebenezer and Virginia, and in 1919 services ceased at Carclew. In 2003, the crumbling old church was purchased and converted into a beautiful country home. Surely the strangest fate of any church was in the outback southwestern Queensland town of Thargomindah. The local Methodists decided they needed a house of worship in 1905. Using the building materials readily available in the arid area where they dwelled, Mr. James White constructed a church of thatch and hessian with an earth floor. When finished, the church was about 80 feet long by 20 feet wide, standing proudly in the middle of the little town. To the townsfolk, it looked like a fine new house of God. To the local goats, it looked like a tasty giant haystack, and as there was a drought at the time, the ruminants came from all directions to enjoy a feast. They tucked into the walls with gusto, and pretty soon all that was left were the gabled roof and the front door. A photograph of the goat-nibbled church was taken and was still being shown to visitors as a curiosity in the 1940s, when goats still roamed freely through Australia's country towns. Maybe that's why councillors in Woy Woy, New South Wales, where the goats were eating ladies' underwear hung out on dry on the clothesline, were keen to pass a bylaw forbidding goats from coming within 30 feet of a church in July 1945. While some say the church stood intact until 1908, a note on the back of the photograph says the goats ate the church in 1905.